Hello, and welcome to our virtual Renaissance Fair. We are so excited. So, today on Geekin Out, we are obviously going to be doing a Renaissance Fair because I was super sad that the Georgia Renaissance Fair got canceled this year. Right, y'all?
Right.
Yes.
So, we are going to do our own, right? So,
Yes.
I am Lady Garrett, your wordsmith and marketing professional. We have the lovely Rakia, Royal Lady Z, master educator and social media wizard. We have His Royal Highness Christopher Steele, a self-proclaimed king of the fairies. Sir Ledger of Daydale.
All right, King.
And Julian, the Prince of Hearts.
Oh my God! What did you say? What about fairies? I'm so mad.
The self-proclaimed king of the fairies. What do you?
Okay.
What of it?
Come on.
No, I just wanted to make sure.
So obviously we decided that we were going to dress up today because who doesn't dress up when they go to the Renaissance Fair, right? But
Right.
we'll get to that stuff later because I kind of want to know what you guys are geeking out about like right now before we get into the Renaissance Fair fun. Anybody?
Well, it's sad, but I'm gonna do this anyway. So I don't have internet right now, so I'm on my phone. And I'm gonna try throughout the episode to get these up. What I'm geeking out about right now is all of the love and support we got for this virtual Renaissance Fair. I asked people to send in their pictures of themselves, geeking out and dressing up in their best medieval clothes and stuff. And we got some really good pictures. I just don't know how I'm going to get them on to this screen where they are because I don't have the internet. But I'm going to try the whole episode because I promised you guys I was going to put these up during the episode. I'm going to put them up. I swear.
I really want to see them.
I want to see them too. So I'm going to try to do that right now.
All right, cool. Well, I just finished watching Lock and Key on Netflix, which is really late, but I really loved it. If anyone else has watched that show? No?
I haven't yet. Have not yet.
Lock and Key? What's Lock and Key?
Yeah.
So it's about this like family that moves into like their father's old mansion, and all these keys like have magical abilities and like special things that they do.
Okay.
So it was much better than I expected it to be because I saw the commercial and I was like, so I put off watching it for a while. But it was like actually much better than I expected it to be. I really enjoyed it. Kind of like magical and campy and kind of fun. Actually, much better than I expected it to be.
That sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
It for sure was. Rakia, didn't you say that you had just started The Boys?
Yes, I just randomly decided to, like, Friday and Saturday to binge the first season of The Boys, and I love it. I'm like probably like the first episode or two of season 2. So for those that don't know, like the Boys is it's very like American. You have the superheroes that are kind of like that, like take it to a whole extreme. So like, what if superheroes were like completely drenched in capitalism? Yeah, monetized and drenched in capitalism. And how most things are, like if they do something wrong, there's things pushed under the rug, things bought off and bribed, and how does that affect people, like your average person? And so it's really good, and it's kind of raunchy and gory, but I love it.
In like a really good way.
It goes into it goes into a really new level of like superhero-dom, of like the whole capitalist vibe, the monetization of superheroes, and also the evil that can be achieved by something seemingly so good. So anyway, I love their take on it. I haven't seen the second season yet, but I can't wait.
Yes,
is it out
really
yet?
Good. Oh yeah, definitely on Amazon Prime. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll check that out.
Yes.
Well, I guess I'll segue since I started talking into what I'm geeking out about. Actually, I just very on theme, kind of got into it a little bit. But Thomas had been watching Merlin and had gotten really into Merlin, and so I caught kind of a few episodes of the last season, and then I was like, oh wow, now I need to go back and watch the whole thing. But Merlin as a show seems very catchy, and I love magic.
Merlin was that on Sci-Fi?
BBC.
BBC. Okay, gotcha.
That sounds good.
Yeah, and so I'm excited actually to get into it from the beginning because I didn't get a chance. He started watching it, and I was like, I've got some things going on. I've got other things that I'm watching, so you watch that without me. And now I'm like, well, damn it.
Oh no, Julian.
Damn it. Oh no. Okay, he's back.
There we go.
Good.
Okay. Anyway, so that's me. I'm done.
Nice. Julian, didn't you say that you had a lot of feelings right now about Geeking Out?
I have a lot of feelings. Okay, first of all, though, I'm gonna have to. Hopefully, you can hear it. Okay, guys. I know I don't have a proper goblet. I kind of saw you drink out of yours, and I was like, oh man, I wish I had a goblet for my wine for today. But we'll see. It's alright. We'll make it work. But okay, so things that I'm definitely geeking out about. I just finished watching the whole, the first season, I guess, of Kame ga Kill, whatever, Kame Kill, whatever. That one is really good as far as animes go, because I know we were talking about animes last time. It's really solid. They're like assassins, but the storyline at least is pretty up there, and it's it's very surprising by the end of it. It's just not how you expect it to go down, but it's really, really good. So it's worth it if you like animes and stuff. So that one, and then I just started up 7 Deadly Sins, this last season here on Netflix. Oh, it's so good. I know, Chris.
Yes!
I know, Chris. It's so good.
No, I don't know what this is. Tell me. I want to know.
I've been watching it. Okay, so 7 Deadly Sins is the way that one works is it's an anime as well, but it's there's different races. There's demon races, there's goddess races, there's human races. There's all kinds of magical creatures and stuff. And originally you have the 7 Deadly Sins, which sounds like they're going to be the bad guys kind of a thing, but they end up being kind of like the good guys. And then there's a few other bad guys instead. So I don't want to give you too much because I'd rather you watch it.
I don't feel it, but that sounds awesome.
Well, you might not, but still. But it is really good.
It's good.
Each sin has their own different abilities and stuff. Oh man, they go into Gother in this one. It's so nice, by the way. They give him
Did you notice
a really good story arc. Go ahead.
Did you notice the kind of different animation in this one? It's a little bit different.
Yeah.
The animation seems.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it.
How it goes. No. Usually, by the first season is usually pretty good. It's okay, but the animation usually gets better as the seasons go on, as they renew seasons and they get more money and stuff. Their budget goes up, so you can usually tell with most animes by the next. After the first season, the animation usually changes. Usually gets a little.
Oh, that's the same with any show. Think about Buffy season 1 versus Buffy season 7.
Once they
completely different budgets. You're right.
Yes.
The production value.
Yeah.
From super scary and ugly vampires to to the ones that I don't have nightmares about later on in the series.
Oh, yeah. Cuddle up with me at night, please, vampires. Yeah.
That first werewolf that they ever made.
Oh, another goblet. Mine are no good.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, the other thing is really fast. Julian bought a computer, but a supercomputer kind of a thing. I bought a computer. It literally just came today, and I was like, all I want to do is pull it out of this box and play with it. But I was like, I have so many things I have to do. I had to make this crown. I had to get ready for today.
You made the crown?
Yeah, really impressive.
Well, I spray painted it, and then I stoned it, and I put this bad boy on it. There's some flowers in the back. I haven't finished it yet, to be honest.
I love it.
It looks good. Put on there, but I made this jacket. What are you talking about?
I made everything I'm wearing. I want to see.
Alright, guys. I am the Prince of Hearts, the King of Hearts, soon to be. Sorry, wrong side. But
ooh, and she's shirtless. Ooh.
Oh.
Here we go.
It has a whole bag. has lapels.
Mm.
Oh my
It's
god.
It's like a whole thing. I do everything in production, especially if it's like costume related.
I'm pretty impressed.
For it.
with
Can
your-
we do that?
Yeah.
Can we do that right now? Like everybody show off their costumes? Because I want to show mine off too.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
well, why don't you do it? Go ahead.
Me? Okay.
Go next.
So I went shopping this week and I couldn't decide what I wanted. So I went for this Dark Knight look.
I think you look good in it. It's super
Yes. You know, it's got the whole tunic. And also, I'm drinking butterbeer.
Yes, you are.
Ooh, you's a lie. They ain't better be in there.
Yes.
You know?
That's apple
Like a
juice.
dog.
Oh, just wait. There's more. There's more. So, what do you, Jessa, stand up, turn, twirl around. Let's see it. Okay.
My
I
favorite
love
one.
it. My favorite wench.
I love it.
More
Yes.
mead wench.
It's a mead wench, yes.
What is a mead wench? You have to
Well,
get me
like-
together.
No,
They
mead
the
is
ladies
the
at the
mead
medieval
is the
festival that give you all your alcohol and
like that
make sure you
mug.
Ah.
Alcohol.
Like a beer wench, but it's mead.
Exactly. There you go. Made with honey.
What's that word, Jessa? What's the word we're supposed to say?
Huzzah!
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 If you're at home and every time we say huzzah, you have to say huzzah, hold up your mug and take a sip.
I think we should make sure,
Yeah.
it's a drinking game too. You,
take a swig with us.
Don't do that to me. I gotta go to work in the morning.
oh, that's true.
Ooh.
Sip light. Just do a little small sips. Just real
All
quick.
right, Christopher.
Oh, me? Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Show it off.
Put this down. So we've got the fur. We've got a cape. Hold on. Oh,
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And turn.
I am dying.
Yes.
That's
Love.
yes.
Um,
Yes. The whole crowd.
We've got a wig. Top beat,
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
right?
crown.
I was like, whose
This
hair
is
is
not
this?
personally embellished. Sorry. This is.
All right. No,
I mean, it could be my hair. It is my hair.
You didn't.
It
You
is my
didn't
hair.
stone those tights.
I didn't. But so yeah, I got just a little fur, little hair, a little cape, little little crown. So that's my outfit of the night.
A little
Love
crown.
it.
I think
I
I'm
love
gonna
it.
Say huzzah again. Huzzah.
Huzzah!
Oh my goodness.
Ooh. Rakia.
This wine isn't gonna last this show.
Okay, so I have to say though, like when backstage before we started airing, I kept looking at Chris. I'm like, what king does he remind me of? And he reminds me of close. Yes, actually. Now that you say that, but no.
I know who you're gonna say. I know who you're gonna say.
Maybe okay. So the oldest brother
Oh no.
from
Stardust?
no Chronicles of Narnia. Ooh.
Oh.
That's it. That was it. Yes.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna say Lord Fort Farquaad.
But it no.
How dare you?
It's the wig.
How dare
It's the
you?
wig. That was no shade. It's the
Stop.
wig, bro. Like.
Okay, no, really no shade. It is the wig because you know what? I was like modeling the crown before it, and I was like, oh, let me do a half up, half down, so I like let the bottom fall, and then I was like, ooh, Lord Farquaad, let me put it up, let me put it all up. I said the same thing, so don't worry.
No,
Yeah.
you definitely look at Stardust. It is. Now that you said that,
It
Renee. Like
Okay.
I
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
Ricky,
It
but
reminds me of the older brother from Stardust too.
So, but he
I
reminds me
have
of the old,
never.
he's lovely. Don't
Yes.
don't say-
right. No, it's a lovely mix of like he could be a king or he could be like one of the Bee Gees. So
Now that was shade. Now that was a read.
but anyways, okay. So I had the option of like stealing my son's like breastplate and shield that he got when he was knighted at medieval times, or a jester hat, or this crown. And
Ooh.
I'm the head of this household, so therefore I wear the crown.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And
All right.
huzzah.
Girl,
Huzzah!
I'll take it though. Huzzah!
Right, I was about to be like, Julian, come on, you got a huzzah. So can I tell y'all what I'm geeking out about?
Sorry.
Yes.
I'm geeking out. It's a half-hearted geeking, okay? It's one of those geeking out moments where you're like, oh, that's awesome, but that sucks at the same time.
Okay.
So the awesome part is, now, if you don't know this about me, I love horror movies. But one horror movie series in specific, I think is the best thing since sliced bread. Scream. I love those movies. I love them, love them, love them, love them.
Yeah.
And they're making a Scream 5. Not only are they are making a Scream 5, it's been solidified, it's happening. They're the people who did, I think it wasn't Happy Death Day, it was Ready or Not, the movie where they're like the new woman's trying to marry into the family, they hunt her down. They're doing the new Scream movie, which I think is gonna, from the little bit I saw of Ready or Not, I think that's gonna be a dope fix. I think they're gonna kind of move away from the campy and move back toward the fear, which I think is a great. But okay, having said all that, let me finish with the good stuff. Nev Campbell's back. If they kill Sidney Prescott, I will be so fucking mad. Yo, that better be some epic fucking shit, bro. She's a fucking killer, dude. Now, having said all that, they put up this like little collage of all the people who are cast in this movie. And I was like, well, that's a white ass cast. Until I realized that 2 of them were black, but they're like lighter than Rakia.
Oh, well, shit.
So, yeah, they're very, very fair. The black girl, I couldn't tell she was black. And no shade to the 2 of them. Like, I have to say this. I'm never going to shade or hate on anybody for getting their fucking coin. Get your coin. You do you. Take that role. Yes, absolutely. Now, I am going to shade the people casting these projects because in addition to those 2 people who should have had a job, where's this Asian or Asians? Where are the Indian people? I mean, from India. Where are the Hispanic people? There's a Hispanic girl. I mean, it's very whitewashed, the cast, which is kind of weird because Scream 2 was so inclusive of black people. There's never really been that many black people in a scary movie, and one lived till the end. See how surprised I was? My voice went up an octave, right? And he lived
a whole octave.
He lived, and so to me, so I was kind of upset at Scream 4 Scream 3 when the only black guy there was comic relief. And he was never around the main cast until the moment where he died. It's like, we just want to bring you in for this scene. And then Anthony Anderson was in Scream 4. And once again, comic relief died. So I'm like, this is a good moment to give like a black person like a really interesting part. And no. So I was a little upset about that. I'm still going to watch the fuck out of that movie though. 4, 5 times. And be mad and cursing the whole time. Where are the black people? Run, bitch!
I'm still gonna watch though.
Say what?
I'm still gonna watch
They all
though.
dead. Huh?
I'm gonna. What do you mean? Who's not gonna watch Scream? Who likes Scream?
I'm just saying, like that's just
Oh,
I'm not gonna like this, but I'm gonna watch though.
Right.
In the horror genre, I'm so freaking excited for the next season of The Haunting of Hill House. So it's actually The Haunting of, I think, Bly House, or is it Bly Manor? But it's actually coming out October 9th. It's The Haunting of Bly Manor. Did anyone watch The Haunting of Hill House, the first season, or am I alone in my this?
You might be alone.
Oh my gosh.
But not for a bad reason. I've never even heard of the show that you're talking about.
On Netflix? Oh my god. Y'all, it was really good. It was pretty creepy. The cool thing about it was that all of these ghosts are hidden throughout all the shots. So it's not even ghosts that are doing anything, but like you could just be watching a scene and all of a sudden you kind of like, there's a dude just chilling out in the back there. And then it's something that's really, really cool that they hide stuff in there. But it follows this family at Hill House, and it's based on a novel. And this next one is based on Henry James's The Turning of the Screw, which is like a 1959 novel. So I'm not going to talk too much about it since y'all haven't seen it.
The Turning of the Screw reminds me of The Taming of the Shrew. Did anyone else catch that moment?
Exactly what I was about to say.
Okay. Is that intentional?
I don't know the answer to that. I know that it's supposed to be much scarier than the first one, and the first one was pretty freaking creepy. So, Jury, if you like horror, it might be a good thing for you to watch because it was really good.
But see, what's crazy about me is like when it comes to horror movies, I love a slasher film because to me, like, those supernatural movies are scary, like, but then Michael Myers to me is scary, but it's not as scary as just somebody who snaps and goes and kills all their friends, because that shit can happen. It happens a lot.
Real, for sure.
So
Yeah.
to me, like, the first time I saw Scream, I was like, yo, that's some real shit. That's some real shit. Not white guys, but white guy. He got crazy. Because you don't hear shit like that happening to black people. So sorry. But black people don't get, like, black people might get revenge, but then they're just going to be crazy and kill their best friends. You know what I'm saying? But that motherfucker went after her mama, her dad, had sex with her first, then tried to kill her too. I'm sorry. That's some shit that you see on Dateline.
No.
So to me, that's why it's scary.
Films.
Oh no, did Rakia freeze?
Oh my.
Well, that's no bueno.
Look
Well,
what it's not me.
We have huzzah for the
No!
internet struggle.
So did you hear about Candyman being pushed back till 2021?
Wait, my question is this: Is
Oh, no, did I?
is his name Tony Todd? Is Tony Todd doing it? That's his name, right? Tony Todd, right?
Aren't they also doing a? Sorry.
Or is that not his
A lot
name?
of really good
13
horror
Ghosts.
remakes next year, y'all.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, now we can.
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
To all of our viewers and listeners, we're so sorry about our internet confunctory tonight.
I know. Wait, we're all geeks and none of us have working.
No, it's a-
This is possible.
You mean- Is that the Candyman? Are you talking about the
Yes.
Candyman?
I think there's a lag too, and she's behind. Y'all notice that?
Man.
Little bit.
Poor lady. So we're having some technical difficulties. Rakia is about 20 minutes in the past. It's medieval sorcery is what it is.
I know. I was gonna say we need some
Okay.
time magic in here.
I'm coming in real slow right now. Ooh.
Yes,
Look,
we
she's
know.
still work it out, girl. Listen,
It might be a good time for us to try to take a little commercial break.
not if Rakia, because Rakia has got to do it.
She's the one in control.
My phone is
Rakia's the one who controls the
right now. I'm thinking like maybe there's too many of us on the internet right now. Like
Maybe.
Oh
Girl, you're gonna have to
no.
put down that kingly foot, that queenly
Yeah,
foot.
you need to put the kibosh on that.
Be like, kids, that's it. No more PS4. I got things to do.
Y'all, why is her having to kick other people off the internet remind me of 2001?
Oh, it's like when you were on the internet, your parents were like, I need to use my
Right.
phone.
Yep. Yep.
Because we're in. Yep. I hate it here at night.
Okay, well,
It is
Rakia?
all dial-up and all
So
that.
we're gonna try to
Days
take a
and
commercial
things,
break,
but-
and we're gonna come right back so that we can just do a little reset. So give us just a minute, and we'll be right back. Hi, I'm Jessalyn Pease Garrett, author of Timeless, The Law of the Coven, my new book that came out August 1st of this year. This is the second in the Timeless series, and it features a teenage witch. She's gonna hone her magical abilities, and we're gonna pit her against a dark coven of witches. So I hope you enjoy this book as much as I enjoyed writing it. Timeless, The Law of the Coven is available online from all your favorite retailers. Thanks, guys. Awesome.
and we are back. So, like I said, thank you for the viewers and listeners for tolerating our technical perfunctory.
There is a little perfunctory for sure.
It's okay. Rakia, you with us? You good?
okay,
We got you.
yes.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay, so really fast, we were talking about horror for like a hot second, but aren't they remaking 13 Ghosts?
Excuse me. Yes. Commercial break.
Y'all heard that? I can't even. He was like, get out of here now. She was like, do you want to die?
God. Okay, one more time. Everybody hold for a second. Rakia, are you with us? Okay, that's a no. All right, so Jessica, continue.
Well, so Julian was saying something about horror, and then we'll move into our starting of the Renaissance Fair.
Oh, aren't they redoing? Because we're talking about like sequels and things like that. Aren't they going to be doing a reboot of 13 Ghosts? I feel like I heard that maybe.
Why?
I didn't-
Why?
I think I saw that.
But-
Yeah, I'm just saying, why
But I
remake
didn't-
it? The
Oh,
first one was
yeah.
fine.
Yeah, the first one was good. That's why I was like, oh, this is.
No, I'm sorry, but the first one is a remake, correct?
I
The
think
first one
so.
is a remake.
I think so.
Yeah,
So,
it already is.
You're gonna
it
need.
already
Do
is
you
a
really
remake.
need a third remake of something?
But y'all, I
Do
thought
you?
they're also doing like a new Texas Chainsaw Massacre, a new Final Destination.
Yep.
They're doing a whole
Yep.
new horror next year.
Honestly,
They're
Jessica-
doing a
Jessica
TV
Biel's-
series of Chucky,
Yep.
Why?
which I'm
Why?
excited about. Chucky
It's like
TV
original
series.
content is just gone these days. I don't get it.
Like we can't think of nothing new.
Nope.
Nothing.
No new ghost stories. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean,
Conjuring 3, which I'm kind of excited about because I really like the Conjuring movies. It's hard to find a movie that scares me anymore, and the Conjuring movies were that.
Well,
So
actually, once you mentioned Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that it still reigns like one of the scariest movies I've ever seen. That one, The Strangers, and yeah, that one and The Strangers.
okay.
I remember the first time I saw Wrong Turn. That shit scared the fuck out of me, man. Oh my god.
Wrong Turn.
Wrong Turn scared the
That
hell
was
out of
not-
me.
I don't think I've seen
That was the
one.
funniest horror movie I've
The
ever
second
seen.
time, which is weird about it, because the first time I saw it, I was scared as hell. Maybe it wasn't the first time. I remember at one point, yes, I saw it and I was scared. Then I showed it to my best friend and her best friend, and they made it never scary again. Because like we're watching the movie and they're trolling the hell out of these people, trolling them hard,
It was
bro.
horrible. I mean, I love Eliza Dushku, but like that movie was horrible and so funny though. So funny. Those people, those like mountain people.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they were laughable. Like they were just
But it
hilarious.
sounds
and
like
funny.
we need to do another episode on just like horror movies.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
That's
it.
like
I
I
don't
feel
even
like that
like
moment.
horror
I feel like that moment in class when you're a teacher and you find out there's a student who read ahead. That's how I feel right now, Jessa,
I'm
because of
sorry.
you.
I didn't-
I don't even like horror movies,
Because of
but
you.
I have seen so many of them for some reason. I don't know why. Like my friends just wanted to watch horror movies, and so I like watched a lot of them. But I don't really enjoy them that much. Sometimes I do like being scared a little bit, but I mean, some of them are just like gory. But I do like I appreciate a good horror movie. Like Scream. Scream is one of my favorite horror movies of all time, like the original. And there are a couple of other of the remakes that I liked, but
Scream
No.
to me, the reason I like Scream so much is because it was a scary movie and a mystery at the same time. And
Yeah.
around that time, there's a lot of scary movies that were made in like the 90s, 2000s. Some had bigger budgets than the others, but they all went along with that premise, like who's the killer, who's the killer, who's the killer. That is fun for
Right.
me because it keeps you interested in more than just okay. Because like when you look at Freddy, I'm sorry, different topic for a different time.
All right,
That's
yeah,
not where we are.
We'll fade out there.
yeah.
But yeah, definitely put a pin in that. 'Cause
Got it.
that'll be good.
Guys, do we want to do accents? Doth we want to do accents?
I suck at accents, but y'all can.
It doesn't matter that's what's fun about them. You don't have to be good at the accent.
I know, we're just gonna
Then
sound
people be
so
looking at me and go like, God, she just sucks. It bothers me to listen to her speak. You know?
Well, we'll suck
my
together.
Lady Garrett.
Oh, well,
No,
I
No,
would
my
get
lady,
that.
get it?
You will.
How are
you will,
we?
you will sound perfectly fine. Don't worry.
Perfectly fine. Huzzah!
Perfectly fine.
Huzzah!
With your heart. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
You will sound perfectly fine, I say.
Well,
All right.
my dear friends, we have just gathered and we are now at the Renaissance Festival.
You actually have a good accent, though.
Oh, I do.
It's very delightful. Right.
So we have just arrived, and I want to know what you're going to dress up as. Does not have to be what you're dressed up as now, but any costume you can imagine. What are you going to go as?
Is it weird that I want to be the town hobo?
No.
Yes. In a loincloth.
Town hobo.
And yes. In a loincloth and with a can of ale, cursing
Oh.
profanities and waving my cane.
Huzzah to
loincloth.
Yeah, huzzah on that one. Bitch, you said waving your cane. I was not expecting that.
Okay, so can I just say that like I'm having the worst case of the Mondays at like the worst time of night right now. So between like the internet issues, so I have to move to the living room where one kid is watching TV. I spilled wine on my computer just now, so I'm like scrambling to get that. Like, yeah, I am. Ooh, my gosh!
Painful.
You know,
Yeah.
Beyonce said, "Don't you drop that alcohol."
Ooh, look, I got it on my carpet. Like it's not the move right now.
Oh,
The great lady Beyonce said, "Thou shalt not spilt that alcohol."
Thou shan't spill that alcohol.
Something like that.
7-Eleven, 7-Eleven, thou shan't spill that alcohol. And she's gone.
No, I'm back here. Okay, so because like I am trying to wipe this computer down, and holy snap. Okay, good grief.
Royal lady,
It's
are
like,
you
girl, take your
alright?
time.
Ooh, I'll manage.
All right.
Okay.
Be all right.
Man, it was a good one.
Are you all right, puppet? Pop it.
All right. Back to the fair.
I'm sorry.
There-
Actually,
Back
who
to the
has
fair.
gone to a fair before?
Not I.
Once
I.
in 6th grade.
All right.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, I've
Did
been.
you hit my phone?
Yeah.
I've been inside
I
an
have been
actual
multiple
medieval
times through-
castle. Does that count?
Yes, I will count that.
Then there you are.
Hell yes.
There you are.
So
Yes.
I definitely, my husband and I go every
I
year.
have also attended medieval times on numerous occasions.
Oh, of course. Who has not gone to that fanfare of loveliness, right? It's so fun.
Tell us about
so
your
if
first
I were
time,
gonna-
Justin.
Yes, what was your first time like, Julian?
Yes,
No,
I do adore eating chicken with my hands.
Me? Oh.
Well, I only ask because you always, ever since I've known you, this is all you talk about. This is the fair and Buffy.
No.
It's Buffy and the fair, Buffy and the fair, Buffy and the fair. So because I love Buffy so much, I'm saying, oh, the fair must be just as awesome. So
Thank you.
tell us.
So my husband and I go every year, and dress up, and yeah,
It's
like
Buffy. It's Buffy at the fair.
it's Buffy at the fair. But it's such a lovely place where like you feel so accepted by everyone else. Like you can dress up as whatever you want. You can drink as much as you want. You can just like be as crazy as needs to be, and you're like amongst people who feel the same way as you. So no one's judging you if you're dressed as a giant fairy or like goblin, and no one judges you if you're in like street clothes. It's just a very like open environment where like-minded people are having their tarot cards read and drinking beer and eating giant turkey legs, and it's just lovely. It's beautiful. So we go every year, and it's just lovely. He drinks out of this giant horn right here. I drink out of a goblet, and it's just a good time, right?
That's what it's called, a goblet.
That's a goblet.
That's
Right.
the word I was looking for.
A goblet.
But not the one that's on
I
fire.
have none.
Not that
the
one.
goblet.
That one's dangerous.
So,
That does sound way
You must stay away from the goblet that is on fire.
I do,
Especially if it is filled with alcohol.
costumes, or what we were dressing as. What you
Say it
were.
again.
Yes.
So I think we were going over what everyone wanted to dress as. You said you wanted to be a hobo.
Yes, with a cane. Specifically a cane.
So what is everyone else dressing up as while we go to the fair? Ricky, what do you dress?
I think if I had my druthers, especially if I was, maybe just a touch more
Yes.
physically fit right now,
I can't. I can't.
I'd just be wearing a pair of wings and some short shorts.
God, Curtis,
Is that wrong?
Yes.
Maybe the wings too, though.
Does that even count? That has nothing to do with being medieval.
I would be the fairy nymph.
Wings?
The fairy nymph wearing nothing.
Oh, I'm thinking like feather wings. You mean fairy wings? I see.
Fairy
Connecting
wings.
the dots. Connecting the dots.
Yes, fairy wings. Yes.
I was
yes.
thinking X-Men,
Yeah.
and it just went. Sorry. I get it now. I'm there.
Okay, we're on the same page.
We are on the same page.
Not even a loincloth. Not but a leaf.
Oh no, wings and short shorts.
Magically stays where it's supposed to at all times.
You're bringing pride to the medieval festival.
Oh, Daisy!
Yes.
Why not?
Daisy!
You know, it's about damn time.
Yes!
Yas,
Daisy.
yas, queen, yas.
Yes, queen, yeah. I was like, the accent was a good idea. This is fun.
Oh yeah,
I like this show.
even if it is horrible,
I'm excited.
it's. I might talk this way for the rest of my life.
The royal lady, what are you dressing like that?
Let's see. I think. Oh man, I would want a garb similar as yours, but like I want more cleavage.
I don't know.
I want more of my
Yes,
cleavage
girl.
on display. Yes, or I would be a fairy, I guess. No, I'd be a witch.
Hell
Some kind of
yeah.
witch. Some kind of witch. Lives in
Yeah,
the forest.
A whole belt of like tonics and potions that you can like, and they're really just shots. So you just take them off and take them every once in a while and
Yes.
stick them back in there. I love
And a push-up bra made from the
Tweed.
the souls of dragons.
And she just wears them in their leather.
to bring them
Push it all
to
up.
bring them up to the high heavens.
Ah,
Oh my
all
god.
right, Julian.
I lift and offer my bosom to you.
Oh my god.
Huzzah!
Okay.
Huzzah!
I would be exactly as I am dressed. I am the Prince of Hearts here. Huzzah!
I love huzzah!
Huzzah!
To steal the hearts of every man imaginable and then
Is it
destroy them
me?
as they are deserving.
Or, so Jessa,
Huzzah!
being that she's huzzah, you're right.
Huzzah!
Jessa being that she's married, and me being that I am just weird. Is it that? Why did everybody else turn this into a hoe fest? I don't understand. Titties and cleavage and Daisy Duke
Cleavage
and
on my hair.
breaking hearts.
You know?
I said except for me and you. Not us. Not us.
I'm saying that like I have a little bit going on, right?
Oh, I was just trying to keep stuff GQ because you got a man. That's all I was thinking about. But if you want to be a hoe,
the lady. First of
The
all,
lady
the Lady
Doth
Barrett is currently dressed as a wench. The common prostitute of our time.
is that a thing? Did the bar wenches actually get down?
Well, you have to think about it. The wenches were not making a ton of money, so it was a lot of tips. So I don't have any history to back that up, but you have to think about it. Who's
Right.
and what are they getting paid for? You know, they do show a lot of boobs. So,
And in those movies, you always see the guys being really handsy with them too.
well, you're
How
talking
else do you
Middle Ages.
introduce
Women didn't
this?
have rights. We were objects, you know. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me in any way, shape, or form. But you're right.
Listen, when I serve tables and I show a little boob, I
Here we
always
go.
take a little bit
Y'all,
more. It's
excuse
just
my son.
how
He's
that
totally
works.
out of
I know.
costume and like
Oh, but he kind of fits.
He's like, okay.
He's incredible.
He's
I
in a
love
different costume.
He's incredible.
Har.
uh-huh.
All right, y'all. So,
That child is incredible.
He is. Oh,
All
that's
right.
him.
So I'm definitely dressed as a wench right now. I do dress as a steampunk person a lot of the time, so which I really love. It's got all the gold and the gears and all that kind of stuff, and it's a lot of fun. So I'm probably
Yes.
going to do that.
The clock works.
Yes, I'm going to do that for this Renaissance fair for sure. And thus, I have lost my accent. I apologize.
That's right. We must bring back the accents.
All right, what is the
The
first
accent.
thing you're going to do when you arrive at the festival? I'm going to the beer tent and I'm going to get myself a lovely goblet of wine. What are y'all doing?
Yes, the same.
Yes.
Because I am grown and I will do that. I will do that.
Hell, Duryea has a prop. Are you getting refill?
Ale!
Ew!
Lost a ring. I have just lost a royal ring.
Oh no.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
I like
I'm a
how
little
Julian's accent also sounds like he's slightly constipated.
I usually, when I get to the Renaissance Fair, I like to take a lap. I like to take a lap.
Yeah.
You know, observe the surroundings.
Whose lap are you sitting in?
Oh, darling.
Sorry, my bad.
That's clever. I like that. I like that.
Oh,
I didn't see that one coming. I wasn't ready for that one.
Well,
Lord
that answers for another
Santa
day. But
Clouts.
I do like to take a lap. I like to get the surroundings, get the layout, get the feel of the place, and then
That's
kind of make my way in. That's another episode.
Rakia,
What?
did you? I'm sorry. I sent you something.
Yes.
Did you find it?
I mean, I got all of them, but I'm not quite sure how I'm going to be able to share.
There's an option of share screen at the bottom.
Okay.
Yes.
So
All right.
we'll figure
We don't have to do that now. I just wanted to make sure you had them.
There's
All
private chats for a reason.
Right. I said something in private chat and you ain't respond to it, girl. Don't make me lose my accent.
I'm sorry. Chris, continue.
Renaissance Day. We are not going to be angry on Renaissance Day, okay? We are going to be friends and we are going to drink wine.
And be married.
Yes.
Someone is
Not but
becoming
merriment.
colloquial.
Not-
I can't.
Lillian, what are you doing first? We're here at the Renaissance Fair. What are you doing?
Doing first. You know, I originally when I had thought of this, I was like, oh, diplomacy. Obviously, I am the prince of a very terribly poor nation. But you know, I was like, okay, so let me talk to some people first. Where's the best place? Probably the bar. Well, what do they call them? Tavern.
The
The tavern.
Yes,
The tavern.
tavern.
Yeah.
I love that the majority of us pick
That
to
would
go
be
to
my-
the halls before anything else.
Likely the
You need
first
another
thing.
one, please?
Well, huzzah! I think we all need that drink of wine first. Before we continue.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
You know, I wanted to say that too, but
But
I didn't want to sound like an alcoholic.
We're all here.
Huh?
Okay, so I'll amend mine to the stop right after the tavern, which we will all by default go to first. I suppose diplomacy. I'd be out talking to some people. Meet the lord and ladies of the land.
Awesome. I love it.
Girl.
Okay, so how about we start us off with the next one then, Julian? Our feet are tired. Where are we stopping to rest? Are you going to go see like a jousting show? Maybe get a little prophecy reading? What are you thinking?
Okay, so resting bitch face? No, I'm sorry. What do we do when what do we do when we're resting? Oh, go ahead.
That's actually a good question because I'm the only one that's never been to a Renaissance fair. So
Shame.
Never.
Shame. That's why.
Are you really surprised? Are you really surprised that I've never been to a Renaissance fair?
Shame. Shame.
I'm not surprised at all. But so here's a question: what is there to do at a Renaissance fair when you're tired of walking? Because I assume that's all that's happening is lots of walking.
Well,
And-
Sir of Yeadale, I did send thou. I sent you a link with all of the activities that
She
you
did.
do.
I did not do my homework. I'm sorry.
Well,
I didn't do my homework.
A show.
You didn't.
You could
Look,
Hopefully
I did
there's
all the
a-
shopping, and I did all of the shopping for props. I thought that would make up for all of the other things that I didn't do.
Well, I will tell you, one of my favorite things to do is there's a show called The Washing Wenches. And
Yes.
my gosh, it is hilarious. These ladies will like pick guys from the
Is
crowd.
that
and,
a wet t-shirt contest?
kind of.
No.
But like they get you wet. Like they're gonna like dunk
Yeah.
you in water and like they kind of like make out with a couple dudes. Like not like
Wow.
make out, but they're like being like real, and they have like blacked out teeth and like it's real.
Yeah. I
So
love
the
the
more I'm
Washington
hearing about Renaissance fairs, the more I'm feeling like this is literally a hoe fest. 'Cause
Yeah, some of it, I guess. Not all of it. It's very fun. And,
I mean, but there's like, there's a certain type of person
But
that
sir-
just loves a Ren Fest and like, maybe someone more.
okay, but there's like axe throwing. You could go like pay to like throw an axe. You could go see the
all right,
jousting show. You could get a tarot reading.
I do like a good joust.
And there's a nice
Oh,
dungeon
oh,
exhibit with like all the medieval shit.
Say it again, Jessa.
There's the dungeon exhibit with all the medieval torture shit. So you can watch like a little rat try to like burrow through somebody's stomach. Like it's really cool.
A little bit of DSM.
I mean, it's a rat torturing a person. There's nothing sexual about it.
But it's all fake
Not
though.
unless you take
Yeah,
it to
I mean,
that
like,
level,
you're, like,
Jessica.
little-
I mean,
I like true crime, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm fascinated by murder. All right, that was awkward.
the lady.
Yeah, that was awkward. I'm not even gonna lie. That was
Well,
awkward.
then I'm gonna talk about what I would do. I love the washing
The lady
wenches. I love them,
a dark mind.
but I also, and it's so weird because I really do hate birds of any kind. I hate birds altogether. Birds suck. But the Birds of Prey exhibit is really fun every year. The Birds of Prey
Right.
and that guy who balances on the ladder. The guy who balances on the ladder. It's crazy.
So are there lots of like acts like stilt walkers and fire throwers and things like that?
There's some lovely different acts. Some is like pirates
Sword
and
eaters.
some
Yep.
some lovely the people blacksmiths will do demonstrations too. There's so many cool things to experience. It's not just like going in and drinking and walking around and looking at art, but it's fun for sure. What about you, Ricky A? What you doing?
The Birds of Prey exhibit actually sounds really good.
I'm eating.
Ooh, girl.
You're eating
Number
before
one,
you're
I'm-
hungry?
Well, I mean, like, if I had the scent of food, I'm gonna want to start snacking on something. Okay, so like, I can't help it. So
I mean, everything's
I'm gonna eat.
thick
No,
too, so it's like you can walk.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
and such.
yes. So like, it's not that I'm like looking at different shops and like all the things that I probably shouldn't buy that I really want to anyway. And then I do love a good joust.
oh yeah.
So I'll probably like after I do my shopping, I'll go to see a joust for a bit.
Love it.
Hmm.
Well, I imagine that if I was at thine
me
Renaissance fair, that the first thing I would do is probably get something to drink. I'm not going to lie. Right?
Yeah.
The jousting actually sounds really, really interesting, because I've always wondered, why don't you just bob and weave? So if I saw one in person, I think I'd get those questions answered.
Have you watched a lot of medieval movies?
I love a good medieval movie. I like to say movie like that because that's how Austin Powers says a movie. I like a good movie. I like a good I think well, I don't know if this counts as actually a medieval movie. It's actually, yes, it does. The Dracula movie, that guy who looks like I don't remember his name, but do you know the Dracula movie where he jumps off the tower and turns into a bunch of bats?
Is that the one with Keanu Reeves?
No, it's not that one. Anyway, but it's very medieval because he's like Ronan the Conqueror, and or Vladimir or something like that. And that movie, I like all the battle scenes is what I like about the movies.
Oh, okay.
Because I just wonder how epic would it be to literally be surrounded in a sea of chaos, and somehow you can tell the ones that are still on your team versus the ones that are not.
Oh, Van Helsing.
No, it wasn't Van Helsing, but Van Helsing was really, really good. It was a good movie. I just like those battle scenes and things like that. Lord of the Rings is amazing. The thing I like about those are the imagery and the romance and all of that. The things I don't like is how do you get anywhere quickly?
You don't walk.
Which I'm not okay with.
Horse.
You're right.
Not for me. But then that so everyone must have really strong calf muscles.
No, truth. It's true.
You know, I just don't understand some of the logistics, but otherwise, it's really cool. Like,
well, people have to.
You ride, Beb.
They have to get their calories and their carbs and their protein, and they go walk. They go walk.
I would assume that people alive back then had really poor hygiene.
Oh, gross! Totally gross.
Not even just the hygiene, the nutrition as well. Like every time I hear about food, it's always bread and meat.
Yeah. They were
Did anyone eat cabbage and broccoli and vegetables?
I don't know. But you know what? You are making a point. When you're hungry at the Renaissance Festival, what do we do? So I think maybe we take a little commercial break here and then come back with what we're eating at the Renaissance Fair. Yeah?
Hey, it's Rakia.
And Durie.
Hey, I'm Chris.
It's Jessa.
And Julian.
So have you guys heard about Anchor?
Yes.
If you haven't, it's great. And it's honestly the easiest way to do a podcast. Let us explain. First off, it's free.
And you'll have all the tools you need to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer.
And Anchor will even distribute your podcast for you. So as soon as you're finished uploading, you can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many other platforms.
And guess what? You can make money off of your podcast with no minimum listenership.
It's basically a one-stop shop for everything you need. So go download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. And make sure you come back and geek out with us.
Yes.
Yes.
And Durie, I think I'm gonna let you go first for this hungry. What are you grabbing? Because I have a feeling it's a great prop for us.
Let me show you what I have here. Can you see it?
Turkey leg.
I can't get. Is it in the screen? I can't tell.
Turkey. Yes.
It's in the
It
screen.
is.
It's like a bird. Is that it's sort of
That's
like
what
a
I
bird?
did.
I love
Yes.
it.
It is a whole
Can you see it? When I don't know how to do. There it is.
No,
Wait,
A whole Cornish hen.
wow.
This would have been so much easier to do it this way. Oh yes,
Yeah.
a Cornish hen. And I got it seasoned. I got it seasoned with blueberry, or no, blackberry.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So shall we have a taste?
You can afford.
Shall we have a taste?
You can afford seasoning as the town hobo.
Well, I mean,
He's a knight right now.
Spices are
right now.
Spices are quite expensive.
Right now, I'm a knight.
in these times.
He
Are they
traded
really?
his loincloth with some seasoning.
Yeah.
I think so. I think most people
I
just
feel like spices were like a big thing back then. Yeah?
All right.
Yes.
It's very Dune.
So here we are.
Oh, guys, things we're geeking out about. Dune.
Oh my god.
Nice. So who is not eating a turkey leg or some kind of meat like Durie when they're stopping to eat? Anyone in this group of people?
I never go for the turkey leg.
I am the vegetarian king of hearts.
I did see on their food menu that they have a meat pie, and I need to know what the meat pie is because I love me a meat pie.
Yeah.
I bet you
There's a
do.
British
Stop
pub
it.
here in.
Girl, me too.
I resemble that remark.
Get out.
There is a British pub here in town that has a meat pie au day, and I live for that meat pie every time I go. So, yeah, I'm hitting up that meat pie.
Absolutely. Julian, what about you? You are the vegetarian, so what are you grabbing at the Ren Fair?
I would like a copious amount of honeysuckle.
Honey, like just the little flowers? You just gonna like suck the honey out of flowers, or like
what am I having?
That sounded sick.
That's how you like drink the honey out of a honeysuckle.
No.
But like,
of course, I drink anything out of anything. I'm sorry.
That's what she said.
Honestly, I would probably go with the. That's one that and like maybe like mutton or stew or something. I don't know.
What's mutton?
I wondered what that tasted like. I read a lot of like high.
Mutton is sheep.
Exactly.
It's
what
not
is
lamb,
mutton?
but sheep.
It's sheep. Yeah, it's like sheep meat. Yeah, it's like.
What's the difference between a lamb and a sheep?
one is a baby, one is an adult.
A lamb's a baby.
Lamb is a baby.
You eating baby sheep?
Okay, so the song
Have
Mary
you ever
Had a
had
Little
lamb?
Lady.
That shit is so good.
Oh, it's good.
Lamb is delicious.
Lamb is really good. I'm not gonna lie. Lamb is so good. Oh my god.
Don't come for us, PETA.
I think it's something about I think it's something about the purity and the innocence of it being a child.
Golly.
So tasty. But I don't need it
Over
to.
that.
May you never eat it again.
Royal
but it
lady.
is good. So I want.
What are you eating?
But,
Okay, so I definitely want to like our charcuterie board of things.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, I want the meats and cheeses and some fruit, some grapes here and there. Like, I want a charcuterie board. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Heard.
Yeah.
Yes. And then turkey leg.
I'm going fat turkey leg, like big as my face. And do we have any cool pictures that people sent us with turkey legs? I'm sure that everyone eats a turkey leg, right?
We actually do have a picture with them turkey leg.
Oh Lord,
I love it.
Mhm.
I gotta find it. Hold on. There's like so many pictures that we can show later.
Yeah, there is.
Why don't we just, you want to just file through them at the moment, and then find the turkey leg, like kind of
Yeah.
I spy the turkey leg.
Oh yeah. Let me find the turkey leg.
Mm.
Oh.
Let me tell you something, black people out there. We've been missing out about this blueberry on chicken. Okay? We've been missing out.
Goat cheese. That is the
It's like smoky, but a little bit of spice, and then a blueberry go pow right in your face, just pow.
I'm sorry, but really,
Yes.
Yeah.
really, may I ask,
Look
how
at
did you put the blueberry
y'all.
into the chicken? Did you
Okay.
stuff the chicken with it?
Looking real good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
All right.
like more of videos.
Oof.
But yes, there's some. So here's some are
Oh my God,
Hell
Kristen
yes.
Storla.
That is
Yeah.
Kristen Storla, everyone.
Oh, and
She-
Oh, that's
I
so
miss
good.
Kristen. Oh, that beach. Oh, I love her so much.
Yes.
good. Oh,
Yo,
I
she goes-
love that.
That is one thing I will say, like watching and going through these videos and talking to people online. For two things, I did not know I had this many friends who like really get down with the Renaissance Fair. My mom's even been to one, and I haven't been. And the other thing is, yo, they go all the freak out.
Yeah, look
They
at
do
that.
it. Look at that.
Yeah.
So
They
for the
do
people
the
who are
damn
going to be
thing.
listening, the people who are going to be listening later, we're seeing like
Yeah,
bar
so
winches, we're seeing axe throws, we're seeing what's they call the thing that they have, the stilts, not stilts, the
And
stock.
is it a minotaur? Is he a minotaur?
People,
or is
there's
he
a minotaur in front of us. Yeah,
thing?
all kind of crazy stuff.
Oh yeah, beasts and all sorts of stuff. Oh, I love it. A nice sword shot. You need to have a good sword in your life.
yes.
Love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hate that I can't give you guys a shout out.
A
I'm gonna-
heaven marked sword.
So basically, I got a lot of great pictures from a group. Other than my friends, there's this group called they're part of this Art Hard Studio. Every week on Tuesday nights, they do a D&D, a live D&D. I had never been to one of these until I went to theirs. It was so freaking fun. So it's Art Hard Studios, ARTHARD Studios. So please go check them out Tuesday nights at 11 Eastern Standard, 8 California time.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Glad that they shared with us. Thank you guys. Those are some cool pictures for sure.
Can you say
Thank you,
that again for me, Duryea?
Can I say it? Yeah, Art Hard Studios.
Okay, so Art Hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
With a
Studios. They're great. They're a lot of fun. Every Tuesday on Twitch. I think if you're on Twitch and you look up Art Hard Studios, you'll find them.
Okay. Is it .com or?
I think there is a .com, but look, there can't be too many Art Hards.
Okay.
Well, guys, we're actually like kind of finishing up our Renaissance Fest. We've only got a couple different stops left. So it's now, what souvenir are you leaving with? Big question.
Ooh, me. Okay, so jewelry. I want all the jewels. I want the fancy like stuff, and I want a crown. I have to have a crown. So that's what I want.
I love it.
The things, yes.
Beautiful. What? How about you, Chris?
Okay.
What do you leave with?
Yes. So I am obsessed. I mean, more lately than ever, but like obsessed with medieval weaponry.
Yes.
So I want to leave with some sort of like cool medieval weapon, like a mace or a lance or some sort of like halberd or something. Something like that. Like something like really kind of obscure that, and it may even be like a super cheap replica, but like I want to leave with something cool and weapon-like.
Hell yeah, of course. That's a good call. Good call. Sergey, I'm sorry. Sir.
Two things. Thank you. Yeah. The movie I was talking about is called Dracula Untold. Thank you, Thomas Wilson. So I want to get like a staff.
Yeah.
Like one that's like a foot taller than me, right? With like
staff.
I want it to like be like intricately carved, and I want it to have like jewels and stuff at the top of it. Something that's like super specific to me, custom made. I don't know if they do that kind of thing, but if they did, that's what I would want.
They do. You wouldn't get it that day, but they would make it for you and then send it to you.
Even still, that's what I would want.
Hell yeah. All right. Prince of Hearts, what do you got? What you going home with?
Okay, well, I'm going home with a number of souvenirs. The first being a string of ears from my enemies.
Oh no!
Oh.
What are you doing?
A chest full of hearts of all the hearts that I'll conquer, and then. Actually, honestly, the weapons actually like are kind of a big draw. I'm not gonna lie, because I would love like a heron marked sword, and I would absolutely. They're time related, but whatever.
Oh God, Wheel of Time.
There it is again. Whatever. This is the perfect time for it. Are you kidding? Totally.
It is. You're right. It's true.
The episode's coming.
I know.
It's coming.
Yeah, and honestly, the staff sounds like a good idea too. That would actually be pretty solid. Like a walking staff of some kind, but like kind of magey. And that's a nice prop. It's a prop I definitely don't have, but it would be probably some kind of a weapon, just cause, you know.
Yeah.
This is the place for it, I suppose. So that, and then perhaps like a crystal ball or something of that kind, something mystical, a mystical souvenir.
Very cool. So in the past, I've definitely left with a sword. My coolest sword is Hadafang, which is Arwen's sword from Lord of the Rings. But my husband got me that for our anniversary this year. It was not.
That
This
is nice. Yeah.
this was a buy at the Renaissance Festival. It's all made out of wood, and it's a goblet, which I love. So this is a
Yeah,
cool buy.
the artisan.
That is so freaking dope.
Really kind of cool,
And
to be
Ooh,
honest.
I
So,
love that.
and then I have a
Yeah.
copper
Yeah.
planter that like hangs outside. I did not take pictures of it. I should have, but those are things that I've left with, and I really just like all of the like cool handmade things because it's stuff that like you can't get anywhere else. I mean, I'm sure you can on like their Etsy shop and stuff, but it's just so cool to see things that like people
That's like, yeah, it's unique.
soul into, right? And it feels really fun. But we're kind of coming to the end of the Renaissance Fair, guys. I'm kind of sad. They're about to like blow the cannon and be like, it's over.
Really nice.
They blow a cannon?
They blow a cannon to be
Bro, I'm
like,
really gonna end up
Yeah.
going to one of these.
okay, maybe not the one in Georgia, but we used to live in Kansas, right next to the Renaissance Fair. So every day when the Renaissance Fair started, we heard a cannon, and then at the end of the day, another cannon.
What?
No.
Mm-mm.
So
A final huzzah!
a final huzzah, and then what else?
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
I'm sorry, say that again. Every day at the end of the day, what?
No, so what do you not want to miss? Like, what is there anything that we did not talk about in this Renaissance Festival that you wanted to make sure you did?
Honestly, I'm gonna say this from someone who's never been to a Renaissance Fair. Literally just sitting here and talking about it and doing this little. Literally just sitting here and talking about it and doing the little stuff we've done. It really makes me want to like actually go to a Renaissance Fair.
It's so much fun, Dorian.
It seems like so much fun. Like this shit right here, I could do this all day. I could talk shit, drink, eat random food, and look at people just having a good ass time talking shit, bro. That sounds like a dream.
Oh my
I
God,
definitely
it's
do it.
all on a stick. You eat everything on a stick. It's good.
and dress up in costume.
I think the five of us, when this is over, we're definitely going to a Renaissance Fair,
Oh hell yeah!
and we're gonna have a great time. Oh, absolutely! Like, there's no way that's not happening after today. Oh,
yeah.
it's happening.
Oh, happy.
It's
Oh
gonna
my
happen.
god. Let's do it. I'm so
Show.
down.
Yeah.
One rule though. One rule. Accents galore, even if they're horrible. And no matter who we talk to,
Horrible accents galore.
horrible accents.
No.
Only.
I'm always afraid of my English accent turning Jamaican.
Yeah.
I'm just afraid of
Yes.
that.
No matter what, we will always speak.
What are you talking about, Mom?
What are you talking about, man? It's
What
you
you
see it?
talking
Picture
about,
what I
man?
It's-
Okay. All right. Look, what I'm not missing while I'm there is actually something we didn't talk about, and it's the animal lover in me, but I love the petting zoo. I've got to go to the petting zoo.
Oh, there's a petting zoo there. I love
That's
the
what
animals.
Yeah.
So wait. Let me get this right though. So you're gonna go feed the lamb before you eat it.
No, we don't eat that lamb. You don't eat lambs that you pet. They are
How do you know that?
because you don't know. You don't know.
You don't know. You could totally be like, oh, look at this cute little lamb
You want
today,
to
and then come
fatten
back
it
to the
up.
fair tomorrow.
I don't eat the lamb at the
Yeah, and
festival.
Lucy's not feeling so good
Like,
today, so we're gonna.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
Oh, poor Lucy on the menu. But
I think for
I
sure
do have
an
to
astrology.
go to the petting zoo.
Wait, say what,
Pork
Jessa?
chop.
That I think for sure I'm gonna get like an astrology reading at the fair because they've got a lot of really cool fortune tellers and like really cool metaphysical shops that sell like really nice teas and gemstones and stuff. So I think that's a really cool spot to stop in if you kind of like kind of the spiritual aspect of stuff. They do a really good job there too, and obviously they're in like Wenchi kind of attire, so it kind of feels really old timey magic versus like, even though tarot is like new age and whatever.
Is it?
I know, but like a lot of people have gotten into tarot, so it's not
Well,
as like
the most
Go ahead, Julie.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think he got froze again.
Wiccan is on the rise. Witches are on the rise. Will I get my daily tarot on my magical brick?
Have you had too much mead, Julian?
My magical thin brick. Every day she reads me, and she tells me that you ain't shit. I'm sorry, I missed that.
I don't know what's happening.
Oh, Julian, whatever Julian did before the fair, we all need to do before the fair.
I don't know either.
We all need to do that.
Whatever that is, I want some now. Give it to me.
Give me some of that.
Julian, I triple dog dare you to stop smiling. He can't do it. He can't.
How dare you? How dare you at this moment?
You can't. You can't stop smiling.
I'm no
Stop
longer
smiling.
What are you? What are you thinking of? Oh,
You've been got.
no.
All right. Well,
Been got.
I have been got. You know what it was? It was the tarot. It was the tarot earlier reading from earlier.
the tarot reading filled you with such joy. Are you sure it wasn't the mead?
Oh, of course.
The mead. I think it was
Perhaps.
a combination of things.
Perhaps.
So I want to make sure that I at least okay. So I want to make sure I want to see something mystical for sure.
Yes.
That's if anything, I want that.
I'm not laughing. I'm on the show. I don't know, Mom. I'm sorry, y'all.
Tonight has been like real wild.
It has been.
It's been real wild, but like I want to see something
It's
mystical,
disorder
magical.
and anarchy of the times.
Right? Like we've lost our minds today. So yeah,
I
so
think the
something like that.
costumes added to it. Pretty sure it was the costumes. You know, we've got costumes, and now things are just crazy.
Lady Z, are we finishing up the day?
The king has spoken.
Metaphysical.
Yes, definitely.
Lovely. Well, did everyone feel like they had a great time at the fair?
Absolutely.
I enjoyed it quite.
I had a wonderful time.
Indubitably.
I enjoyed it. It just
It
makes me want to go. It makes me want to go so bad.
Hell yes. Well, let's take one more quick ad break, and then we're going to come back and talk about the movies that get us in the mood for this. We'll probably only have time to each talk about one movie that gets us in the mood, but I'm really excited to go over these medieval movies.
Hi, this is Cody from Cody Paul Media. Thank you for joining me. Anybody can record a video, but the question is, how do you make that video stand out among the rest? A quick animated video like this one can change things around for your company, so go to codypaulmedia.com and get those needs met today. See you later.
What am I actually telling my body? And the things that our body needs to survive, you can't weigh it down with all that junk, all the chips, cookies, cakes, and pies. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about that. And I know for me, that's my struggle. My weakness is sweets. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I had already planned when I got this video to make a run to Del Taco real quick and get one of them sweet cheesecake bites. Let me tell y'all something. Them things will make you slap your mama. They so good. Lord have mercy. Is that drool? That done got me drooling.
Oh,
Shout out to Cody Paul and Tamara Francis. So Tam, her blog, the Mompreneur Plug, just reached 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So shout out to her. And then Cody Paul is looking for some more clients. So if you're needing some work and some ads, he's your man.
He is your man. He's super professional. He created the title graphics for Talk It Out and for the end graphic for Geekin Out. He's great.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I can personally attest for Tamara. I went to school with her. She's hilarious. If you want to watch podcasts, she'll probably make you laugh. I'm just saying. She's hilarious.
Awesome. Cool. Well, definitely take a look at those people because they are really awesome, and we're happy that they are part of the Geekin Out family. So now we're going to finish up by talking about movies that make us feel like we're in like medieval times. What movies are you watching before you go to a Renaissance festival that make you like really excited to be there? And for me, it is always Lord of the Rings, 100%. Had a Lord of the Rings wedding. Watch it all the time. Love it so much. But I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys like? Anybody?
March of the Ents is like still a crowning moment. I'm not gonna lie. Like because they came out when we were like old, in our time, so we saw those movies like as like for the first time, and we're like hyped because it's like The Hobbit and all those things and Lord of the Rings. But when the March of the Ents was like my number one moment in all of Lord of the Rings, the movies at least.
Oh, I mean,
for sure, because it was just I thought it was just so epic because they're like. Yeah.
No, mine is really at the end of Return of the King when like Legolas and Gimli and Aragorn jump off the boat and then all the ghosts just like swarm in. No, that's it for me. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one too. I will say Lord of the Rings, like obviously the books are always a little bit better than the movies, but as far as the movies go, Lord of the Rings was really very there. I mean,
I agree.
Top themselves pretty solidly there.
I feel like there's always when books get adapted into movies, there's always this, I don't want to say unrealistic expectation, but yeah, because you have to realize you have like billions and millions of people who've already imprinted in their head what this is supposed to look like. And you have to somehow make one thing look like something everyone's willing to accept as awesome. And I think they managed to do that 6 times.
I hate The Hobbit. I hate The Hobbit. I will not watch it.
Really?
No,
I think I like The Hobbit more than I like Lord of the Rings.
No.
Honestly, The Hobbit was...
Can I tell you why, though? Can I tell you why?
The
reason I like... Well, you mean the movie or the books are you talking about, Jessa?
Oh, I'm talking about the movies. I love the
Okay,
books.
great, because I haven't read the books. So the reason I like The Hobbit better is because of the dragon.
Okay, Smaug is badass.
In my opinion, that is if I had to rank movie dragons, he is number 1.
Oh no, he's a great dragon. No lion there.
Who's your number 2?
My number 2 dragon, Barney.
Only because you know where I was gonna go with.
He's a dragon.
About, like,
dinosaurs are dragons.
What?
Go home, Barney. Go home.
I don't think I have a number 2. I think the number 2 would be. Oh, can I pick any dragon from a movie or a TV show?
Why not?
I can't remember his. The queens, Daenerys' 3 dragons. Those 3.
Drogon?
Yes, Drogon is her dragon, like, right?
Yeah.
And then there was the white dragon who, the white dragon, he's the one who died first, right?
No, he's the one named after her brother is the one that dies first. It's Viserion? No.
First of all, don't tell me because I haven't seen the last season of Game of Thrones. Don't hurt me.
It's not worth it anyway.
Well, there's 2 reasons why. That's since we're there anyway. That's what I would watch to get in the mood for the fair. The reason I haven't seen the last season, well, I was unavailable when it was on TV. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say unavailable. And then when I was available, I didn't have access to HBO. And now at this point, everyone has so much to say about it. Whenever there's a lot of talk about something, I try not to watch it until the talk dies down, so that way I can watch it with like an objective kind of eye. You know what I'm saying?
And right now, people are still hurt. It's been like a year and
People
a
are
half
still
now.
talking about it. Yeah, I was actually somebody was talking about it the other
People are
day,
still hurt.
and I'm like,
I was
look,
just talking about it with my mom because she's starting to read the book.
I accidentally read a spoiler. And I heard about what happened to Daenerys.
Y'all, the whole have you seen the cool illustration where it's like the drawing of the horse and then like the last like it starts getting much worse and it's like Game of Thrones and it's a beautiful horse and as it gets and it's like this like.
But you know why? It's because why would you start a TV show like that before he finished writing those books?
No, it's not that at all.
You don't think so?
They stopped taking the time to develop the show. If you're watching the show, they took so much time to develop characters and to take time with the story.
Right.
And then they were like, we got to end this soon. So
I want to say something really quick. Sorry.
No,
It
go
was
for it.
rushed.
Basically, I was watching something the other day and it was talking about budgeting. So basically, in the first part of that TV series, the budget could be spent on better actors, writers, fleshing out characters, more episodes, yada, 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 because there wasn't really many special effects.
Yeah.
As the special effects had to be great, the necessity for budgeting went towards that. So that meant less shooting time, less episodes, and so that was the takeoff. We can't afford to have a 16 episodes of this amazingness because it's too much money, and that is essentially why that happened like that, which sucks because I think, especially because they didn't have to worry about the series being renewed or anything. What was the problem in letting it go out shitty? Like if they were trying to get, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, yes, but there was
already
a
have their
Canadian
fans.
writer that rewrote the ending with the same amount of episodes.
Ooh.
And it was so much better. Like I would have been so happy if this is how it would have ended. So I'm not gonna spoil anything, but like watch it and then look up this Canadian writer's rewrite because that's how I pretend the series ended. Because
so you basically Avatar the 8th season of.
I'm just like I'm making it happen in my brain.
Okay. I fuck with it.
What season?
The very last season.
What movie?
The season that does not exist.
7.
So is it official? We're putting season 8 of GOT with that one other movie that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
The season that shall not be named.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Who else? What do you guys watch to get in the meaningful mood?
Okay, really fast because Lord of the Rings is up there for sure. But what I was going to say, as far as dragons go, because I know he was talking about Decimation of Smaug, but Aragon, guys. Okay, so this movie comes on like TBS or like TNT, some bullshit like that. It comes on like regular
Aragon, like
channels, like every fucking summer.
Dragon book.
It's a dragon movie.
That was the thing. All of their budget went towards making that fucking dragon, which looks amazing, and then also some of the magic special effects were really good.
Oh sure.
You loud. Okay.
No, I like that.
Okay, so
he's a good dragon for sure. I think they did.
Everybody and everyone kind of hated that movie because that movie was kind of. It
wasn't as good as the books. You read the books.
The plot line could have been a little bit better. The acting could have been better. Oh yeah. And with Durza, with the evil mage, and then and the main character, and all the magic that was going on there, I thought that the special effects in that situation, the way that they filmed it and everything, it was really well done. Like the way he threw fireballs was fucking amazing, and it's things that you don't normally has been hard to translate, especially in fantasy, and a lot of fantasy have never really gotten right, and I thought they did a really good job of that. Which is why it sucked, because I was like, oh, you got this part right, but the rest of the fantasy part was fucked up. So, but I do watch that one to kind of get in that kind of mood. That and yeah, I'm sorry, wait, when Durza was throwing the fireballs at the end, and it was he was riding the bat creature, and it was him against the dragon rider, it was pretty awesome, I have to say. As far as special effects goes, they did a really, really great job of that. The other one is definitely Harry Potter, I'm not gonna lie, I can't stand J.K. Rowling at this point, but the movie.
Harry Potter is
Bro, don't even get me started on J.K. Rowling. Don't even get me started.
Don't even.
Oh no, let's not talk about her. Who? Let's not talk about her. But the movies were not bad.
I'm surprised Harry Potter is a medieval thing for you. Like A Knight's Tale, The Witcher, like things that are like.
Yeah, Harry Potter's not medieval.
That was mine.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's medieval, but you know what it is? I think it's just the magic that like gets me as far as that goes. Because like whenever I think of medieval, at least for me.
Can we overrule Julian's choice? Is that possible?
No, I think I overrule it. It's not.
Yeah, I think we're gonna on that one. No.
Go.
We'll stick with Aragon. Aragon's kind of my go-to. I do watch that one pretty like whenever it's on. I do watch it because like the special effects kind of get me. The plot sucks.
Okay.
Whatever.
Well, King Christopher Steele, what is your pick?
Yeah, guys, pretty fast. John Malkovich is like the fucking is the villain there, and he's still no good.
Christopher Steele, you there?
Yes.
Awesome. What's your pick?
Well, I was gonna say A Knight's Tale was one of them.
No,
but
I'm sorry.
I have other ones. I have stuff.
You should say it and explain because it's so good.
Oh no, it's good. It's cheesy, but it's good. But like some things that I like really get into that are also Renaissance-y and or medieval. Love me some Tudors. Oh my god, I could watch Tudors.
Oh, is Tudors about the sisters? No, I'm thinking about Boleyn. I'm thinking about Boleyn.
No, you're right. You're thinking about Boleyn.
That's a good movie. I like that movie.
It's about King Henry and all his wives and things. Love the Elizabeth movies, the Golden Age, and then the other one or whatever, starring
the other one.
Cate Blanchett. What else? The Witcher's good. Stage Beauty. What was that other one? The other.
I thought we was listing one movie. What happened?
What
happened? One movie?
I thought we was listing one movie.
Chris is like, I have
a whole. You're right. He just listed every medieval movie on Netflix.
Don't do like that.
Y'all caught that? Oh my god.
He was like.
And we just sit here listening to him like.
I'm happy to listen to it.
I realized it, and I looked at Jessica, and Jessica was over there like, yep.
Oh, it was Shakespeare in Love. That's the one. Shakespeare in Love.
Shakespeare in Love is good. That's a good one. That's a good one. That is a good one. I'm not gonna lie.
They're good. Okay. I'm sorry. I had things. I had options. All right. I brought options.
Lady Z, what are you picking?
He was like,
okay, so hold on, because my son's trying to get some Cheez-Its in the middle of me talking. Hold on, son.
I like how Rakia said she the head of the household. Look like he the head of the household, don't he?
Now. I think I have on headphones. He can't hear that. Okay, so no. Hold on, because I'm done. Because they can hear you eating the Cheez-Its. Hold on. I would have to say, okay, so I don't know if you guys have seen the movie or read the books. Any books by like Ken Follett. So the one I'm thinking of is Pillars of the Earth.
No.
Okay, so Ken Follett has a series of books with like continuous like ancestors of this character with this characters. So I think the first or second one is called Pillars of the Earth. It's definitely in like medieval Renaissance time where they're like, it's pretty dramatic. They've made a movie, but it's based off a book, and so it's a series of books. Ken Follett has written a ton of books. So I kind of got into that movie via my baby father because he's read all the Ken Follett books. So it's very like, it starts off with like I think Eddie Redmayne is in that movie. If you guys have seen him, he's in like Fantastic Beasts and The Theory of Everything, the Stephen Hawking movie. But like they're building like a chapel.
Yes.
Like it's like one of those giant chapels, and it definitely will put you in the medieval mood. It was on Netflix for a good while. I'm not sure if it is anymore, but check it out. Pillars of the Earth. And if you're into like reading your stuff instead of watching it, definitely read like Ken Follett's stuff.
Nice. Okay. I love that. Well, I think, has everyone gotten a chance to share your movie? Is that it?
I think so.
Are we done with Renaissance Day?
This was so much fucking fun.
So sad.
This was fun.
I know.
This was fun.
Oh,
Well,
man,
why don't you
costumes again?
Yes, we should. Y'all tell the people where they can find y'all, and then we're going to turn it over to Julian, who's going to tell you about the next episode. Y'all want to start? You can find me at jessagarrett.com or at jessalynpease, like please without the L, Pease.
You can find me. Oh, never mind. Go ahead. You do you, boo.
Well, anyway, you can find me on Instagram at RickyZ_social or on Twitter at RickyZSocial.
You can find me on my couch at home, but also really look hard, then you can find me at Chris of Steel on Instagram.
You can find me on IG at Dury with a Yay. That's DUREYWITHAYAY. WoeNellyMedia.com. Boom. WOE.
Media.com.
Well, I mean, because I don't want them to search Woe like WHOA. So
I just want to finish it off.
Yes. WoeNellyMedia.com.
It's more depressing, like woe is me. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to say it like that. It really is uplifting though. Okay. And then
also you can follow.
No, go, Dream.
What are you doing?
Also, you can follow. Also, make sure you look for Geekin Out at Woe Nelly at WNM Geekin Out GEEKIN out on IG. Woe Nelly Media is at Woe Nelly Media on IG and on Facebook.
For all our fellow geeks. You can find me, Julian, at Bad Juju. BADDs that I don't have. JU.
All right, Julian, finish us out.
Sorry, guys, I left my wench outfit at home. Okay, so the next episode, we are going to do villains. So we're going to do all your favorite bad guys. What do you like about them?
Oh, are there any are there any restrictions?
All the girl, we getting dirty. We getting dirty for the next one. I want to hear like your villains and like what really makes you like connect with them, and then like what you love the most about them and like why you connect with them. You know, because like there's a lot of villains that, especially these days, I've noticed they give a lot of villains more of a backstory. So it's like, it's very, like, you kind of connect with them, and then you're like, oh, I understand now why you're such a villain. And, like, that has been, like, a trend, I think, of late, especially, like, with movies like Maleficent and things like that, and, like, Venom, where they're taking villains and they're kind of making them almost like heroes. You know, it's very taking their story and putting a spin on it, but not only that, just kind of, like, really delving into their backstories and stuff. I like shit like that. So, we're gonna do villains. Who's your favorite? Why is they're your favorite? Are you a villain? You know, things like that. So it's gonna be a good time. So bring your dark helmets, because we're going in. We going in. I'm dying because the way that Chris is currently frozen is still
right. He is. That's
the best
funny.
picture right now. I'm sad it went away. I was like, oh, bitch, we have 2 instances. I could die.
Well, I hate that
Sorry, I
I'm
was
going to
frozen.
episode because I'm going to be on vacay. But I'm throwing out Glory from Buffy the Vampire Slayer because I love her the bestest. So
Yes. Oh, the mayor. Okay, we have. Oh wait.
Maybe you can mention her.
Oh yes, I forgot. Is that the week you're not going to be here, Jessa?
I'm going to be in Hilton Head on the beach. So.
And we will be having a guest panelist fill the seat that week.
I know. Y'all mention Glory for me, please.
I will mention Glory, even though I don't technically think she's a villain.
She's the big bad of the season.
She's the big bad, but to me, she was just the poor little girl who wanted. She was like Dorothy.
But like a bitch.
About villains.
I feel like Dorothy was a bitch, bro. I feel like Dorothy was a bitch. Like, look, she was running shit. She was literally collecting motherfuckers to carry her. No, she was a bitch, bro. Dorothy was a bitch.
Number 1 for Dorian is Dorothy from Wizard of Oz. Number 1 villain right now.
Dorothy from the Wizard. Actually, my number 1 villain is Cinderella, but that's a whole nother story.
Ooh, I'm excited to hear this episode.
Save it for the episode. Yay.
I'm not gonna use her on the show, but to me, I feel like Cinderella is just horrible.
Well, we'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll have a 2.0. Because I love Jessica to give her. I know you're picking Gloria as like your top, but I'd love to hear.
Oh, but that's like off the top of my head. I haven't really thought too much,
Yeah, that's what I mean. I know you got a few more in there, so like we're definitely.
I might think about it. I might send you my list for that one. You have time to.
There's mad villains to. I'm sorry, but there's mad villains to pick from. So even if we like do our top 3, we still have plenty more. I'm sure. So.
Yeah.
There are a lot of villains to choose from.
I'm excited.
All right.
Yeah, man. There's so many good ones.
Y'all. Thanks for joining the Renaissance Festival today, guys.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! Take us out.
Ricky's. That's why I brought them.